With $1 million in the bank, most people would go for fancy rides at 5-star Michelin restaurants, but not these celebs. From Mark Zuckerberg grabbing a bite at McDonald's to Leonardo DiCaprio taking his dates on bike rides, meet the rich who keep things simple. Don't be surprised if you see Mark Zuckerberg eating at McDonald's on a Tuesday night. He actually has a pretty down-to-earth lifestyle for someone whose net worth is over $160 billion. Recently, the internet has been buzzing about his, let's say, curious clothing choices. Comments like, "Why does Mark Zuckerberg look like a DJ now?" are everywhere. But in reality, he's always been known for never spending money on designer brands and sticking with the average tech bro wardrobe, a gray t-shirt, hoodie, and jeans. His taste in cars is far from extravagant, too. In 2022, he posted a photo of 2 Ford Broncos captioned, "His and hers," and these models are valued at around $40,000. At some level, he believes no one deserves to be a billionaire. As he once said, "I think if you do something that's good, you get rewarded, but I do think some of the wealth that can be accumulated is unreasonable." Another rich guy who doesn't have expensive or exotic tastes in cars is Christian Bale. Despite being a multi-millionaire and once the highest-paid actor in the world, he prefers to use public transport and still drives a 20-year-old second-hand Toyota pickup truck. About his ride, he says, "It's practical, and all my friends need it for moving stuff. Once you have a pickup truck, you don't go back to anything else." Leonardo DiCaprio didn't grow up in Beverly Hills or have a 90210 area code. Quite the opposite. And maybe it's exactly why he still maintains such a humble lifestyle. Here's what a girl who met him at a club in New York said about him. He was wearing very casual clothes, especially considering how people dress for the club scene in the Big Apple, was very polite, and obviously did not want to stand out. On a daily basis, this Oscar-winning actor is known for keeping things pretty low-key. He's been spotted picking up pizzas, doing his own grocery shopping, and riding city bikes along the busy streets of New York. By the way, he seems to be a serial bike dater. According to Vogue, over the years, the consummate dad bod has taken his romance al fresco and enjoyed a bike ride with many a model, from Gisele Bündchen to Blake Lively. Adam Sandler is well known for his laid-back, effortless look, which basically consists of baggy t-shirts and even baggier basketball shorts and a pair of sneakers. As his co-star Jennifer Aniston once said, "Well, Adam doesn't really have a great wardrobe, but that's his thing. He actually loves it." His basketball player outfit makes sense since he loves jumping into random pickup games. As this former college student shared online, he strolled in with no entourage and no expectation of VIP treatment. He waited his turn to get into the game. Apparently, he's a regular dude who happens to have $300 million in the bank. But a big part of his money is donated to charities such as Feeding America, Make-A-Wish, and Animal Rescue Foundation. Next up is Hollywood sweetheart Julia Roberts. She's been in over 50 movies and has a net worth of $250 million. But despite being this mega famous actress, she's just living a normal life as a housewife and a mother of 3. If you ever find yourself with a ton of leftovers in your fridge, know that she can work with that. According to her, "I'm quite a good cook. I'm like a closet home EC teacher. I can really cook anything." She doesn't seem to have fancy, pricey hobbies either, but she just loves sewing. Her co-worker Julianne Nicholson once said, "I would go in the trailer and she would be sewing sleeping bags for Hazel's dolls." With show-stopping hair like that, you'd think she's all about those fancy grooming routines, right? But nah, not her. A former security guard spilled the beans, calling her a total hippie. He said, "She'll go days without showering. She likes to save water. She's really green. And she likes the smell of her natural oils." Keanu Reeves once said, "Money is the last thing I think about. I could live on what I have already made for the next few centuries." And let me tell you, he truly lives up to that. It seems that giving money is in his DNA. When negotiating his contract for the Matrix sequels, he ensured a big portion of his earnings went to the movie's special effects and costume design teams. Keanu ended up foregoing over $75 million in points. Instead, that money was spread out over dozens of Matrix crew members. The guy is also a big-time philanthropist, donating millions to various charities over the years. A family friend once said, Keanu's given away a lot of money and done a lot more for people than most will ever know. He's been rocking pretty much the same laid-back, tailored outfit for like the past 25 years. He doesn't really care about being seen in public wearing the exact same clothes. As one Redditor put it, "Met Keanu Reeves when I was 14 and again when I was 17. Oddly enough, Neo was wearing the same t-shirt both times." David Beckham might have forgotten just how rich he is. Even though he has a net worth of over $450 million, he's been talking about saving the pennies to spend on his family. It's more about spending time together, going for a simple dinner together. On social media, the soccer legend shares relatable everyday moments, like feeding chickens, taking his dogs for a walk, and traveling by train with Victoria and their kids. In real life, he's just as nice as he seems in his Netflix docuseries. His one-time teammate, Kobe Jones, described him as a down-to-earth guy. When his son's team played, he would join the other families for a post-game meal at Subway. Let's talk about another UK legend, Sir Paul McCartney. The former Beatle became the UK's first billionaire musician, but it seems he still enjoys the simple things in life. In 2023, for instance, this iconic figure opted for Pepe's Pizza after a gig at Yale. And just before a concert in Brazil, he casually cruised through the streets of Sao Paulo in a Chery Tiggo. If you don't like spending money, you have a lot in common with Dave Grohl. When he got his first credit card after Nirvana hit it big, his first purchase was dinner at Benihana. You might think that changed after years of leading the Foo Fighters and earning $333 million, but no. According to him, his money turns all moldy and smelly in his bank account. One of his top extravagances might have been a Tesla, which he described as impractical. He said, "If something goes wrong with the Tesla, it's like trying to repair a satellite. There's nothing you can do." Just like Dave Grohl, the last name today is also a Grammy winner, Ed Sheeran. He has a net worth of about $200 million, but he doesn't like to be wasteful. Several years ago, he revealed that he was still using the university account, giving himself an allowance of only around $1,000 a month. How did he spend his allowance then? Well, according to his Instagram posts, his life is pretty amazing. But he does stuff you probably wouldn't expect from a millionaire, like eating street food, cooking barbecues with friends, and even riding a mechanical bull. These down-to-earth celebs prove you don't need to live large just because you can. Enjoying the simple pleasures in life and staying grounded is way cooler than throwing money around. And if you happen to have that kind of money, why not share a bit, right?
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.